Art students, welcome back to the drawing table, and let's get some drawing done. So I am going to start doing big guys. Number one, I've already done a couple, and I'm going to do some more like positions where you can just put your character in it to show off your character. I mean, every drawing you can do it, but not every character will fit every position. And that's something I'm going to do when I'm working on my character design book. That's going to be the next book after the handbook, which should be out right now. So go to Amazon, check it out. I would put a link, but as I'm doing this, it's not out yet, but it should be out when you see this video. So, and if that's the case, I'll put a link in the description because I can always change my description at any time. So yeah, check it out. There was some other stuff I was going to say. Before I start drawing, let me say this real quick. Someone had posted on Facebook about paper, good paper. So I dug through my thing finally and I found the good stuff. This is the good stuff. This is cardstock, not the Bristol board is still too thin. If you want to do something you can get wet and keep on rolling, you need this. This is like 130-pound cardstock. This is stuff is thick and it is heavy. I don't remember if I got this off of YouTube or not, but I'll show it to you right there. You can actually call the number. We have 130-pound cover, heavy, thick cardstock, 100 sheets. You hear that? 100 sheets. You get that stuff from Marvel, and you get 25 or what's it called, a blue line, 25 sheets for about $40, $30, $25. I think this was maybe $25. I can't remember. I'll try to look it up and put it in the description so you have the picture. It's it's 100 sheets. I said that. Versus the 25 sheets you get. And if I'm not mistaken, I have the same thickness on 11 by 17 sheets. So you just measure your lines and then put your borders in. No big thing. So, okay. Trying to help you guys out where I can. Since we're talking about helping out, good pens to have. This is definitely on Amazon. Zebra. These are Zebra. Where is it? It's upside down. Zebra pens. You get a pack of 3. You get, and these are brilliant, brilliant pens. I'm not gonna, this is the 2. They're kind of almost like brush, but they're pointier. They're firm. They're not like the brush. And then there's another third one which I use all the time for inking. It is blue. I don't know where it's at because I use it all the time and I knock it all around and I can't find it. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to look anymore except right here, which I still don't have it. It just doesn't want to be shown off. Here it is. So you get a pack of 3. I don't remember how much and I'll do this again. And I'm trying to help you guys out. So you see the difference. The 3 is the one that you would use because it has a nice little point to it. The black one is for filling in, and the gray one is more of a middle. But they're firm. They're not like wavy like the brushes, so they won't wear out really quick. They won't wear out, period. So yeah, I do my inking with these, and it's not really expensive. That's on Amazon. Zebra. All right, so let's get drawn because that's what we came here for. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the shoulder. It's going to be, it's going to be curved. He's going to be leaning. So let me get that lean first. Gotta get that shoulder. And this is an easier way to do stuff, to get the body. It's just like a stick of chewing gum and you just twist it and bend it. Or you can do the 3 parts like I always do. But and I will do that, but I'm just trying to get the form right now. Doing it like this, sometimes you make them a little too long or too narrow or too wide, but this is just to get the quick form, and you'll kind of see what I'm doing. Keep that knee right there. So it got an arm coming down here, and it's got an arm in the back. So yeah, this is kind of more of an aggressive stance kind of pose. And then see, the legs are going to be right, but it's just this fitting everything in that. So I'll be working bottom up, and I don't like to work bottom up. Bring this back a little bit to give them a little more of aggressive stand and curve over. All right, so since I'm going to work from bottom up, I'm going to do the waist and the hips. So these are just 3 parts. These are just the 3 parts that you use. And that's going to be the torso here. And then I'm going to break this down about right here. As I say, the arm is going to be here. The delt, this one delt is here. The other delt, I'm going to curve this up a little bit. It's going to be like right here. And since it's bent over, the chest is going to be like right about there. The mountain, and then this here, which means I have to adjust that leg a little bit. I don't like drawing bottom up, but if I would have drawn slow, it would have been more stiffer. All right, so center line. Collarbone. I'm gonna put the head right about there. Whenever I draw, and I did a video on this, you probably would have saw it because it's gonna come up before this one. Whenever I draw somebody leaning, I'll use this particular shape. If I'm doing somebody straight up and down, it's gonna be like this. Just real quick. It's gonna be like that, okay? If you lean down, I'm gonna use this shape, especially if it's leaning at an angle. I'm gonna do this, because that's going to show me the top of the shoulders, not necessarily. This is going to be the collarbone, and then it's going to be like this. Like I said, I did a video on this earlier. And then I put the head here, wherever the bottom of the neck is, turns into the collarbone. So this is just let me know that you're seeing the top of this. So that's going to go away, and then I put my chest, and then my delts like that. Pretty much almost like this. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, this is a quick, easy method. So put the neck here. Just going to go right to that V wherever that collarbone is, and that's going to be leave room for your delts coming around here, and to the end of the collarbone. This muscle, which I can't think of right now, is going to go there. And this one is going to go, I'm going to put this right here because this arm goes back. I'm going to put this down. All right, so this is going to come down. But first I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this. Got to fix this. So wherever that turn is, that's where that line is going to be for this, that turn line. And if you watch my videos, you'll know what I'm saying. So that's where the ab's going to be. It's going to go down into that crotch. And this has to come around to hit that line, which causes this little hill shape. And I stopped on hill shape. There was something else that was going to come after that, but I didn't do it. I didn't say it. Which is that shadow for the abs. So we got this, and this is going to be, that knee is going to be right here. Could have brought the knee up, but I didn't. Okay, so all it's going to get covered up, so I'm not really too worried about that. And that's something Jim Lee had said a long time ago. He said he loved drawing capes because he can cover up a lot of stuff with the cape. It saves him drawing because he's always under the time limit curse when you work for Marvel or DC or something like that. For everybody that wants to work for Marvel and DC and whoever, time limit, you will get fired if you can't get your stuff on time. So that's something you have to think about. Do I have school? Do I have a girlfriend? Do I have a wife? Do I have children? And you can't, you finally land your dream job and you turn around and you can't produce because your kids are sick or your wife says you're not spending time with the family. Something to think about. Something to think about. It's easier to do your own, and you don't have the deadlines. Problem is, in Marvel and DC, you got people that's going to ink and color and blah, blah, whereas you have to do all that yourself. So you can have your dream job and lose your family, unless you don't have a family. That's why a lot of young guys went to Image. These were all young cats. Didn't have all of that. Just move away and just, work for Image. But, can you do that? Can you afford to do that? So this is my delt right here. And the delt's going to go into the back. Bicep. Whatever this part of the arm is, bicep, tricep. But without the bicep, is it called something? Is it called the front arm? This is the forearm. Is the other one the front arm? If I brought this up some more, you would see the back. Let's see this. Let's see. Erase all this is getting in my way of my arm. You would see a little back. Depending on how big I made the character's arm. And that's an easy way to make a fist. Especially if you're holding something, or a fist itself, you do that. This box, it comes back almost to a point, and then you can separate the fingers. For those who are having trouble drawing hands right off the bat, and then you can do your knuckles, which will be up here, and your lines that go back. And if you have something in your hand, just kind of extend these a little bit more. So like they're holding something. Yeah, hopefully they were small enough for you to see. And this one is going to kind of like be the same way. It's going to be this box. And then kind of like that. And then you just put the thumb. You put like another little piece over here, and you put the thumb on top of that. And this little piece of padding right there. And then you have your lines again, but they're going to come down into that fist. But you just have to make sure it's the right size, before you get all happy and start inking it and then realize that it's too small. And a lot of new people ask me, why do you draw with that red pencil? I just like the feel of the pencil. I like the way it drags across the paper. It's not too loose, and it's not too loose. The other one is not too tough, not too sticky, shall we say. And when I copy this to ink it, I copy it in black and white, and you don't have the red lines, so you don't have to worry about erasing too much, or erasing period. Come on, bring that down a little bit more, Brian. That's going to be too close. Curve that around. Bring it up there. And that should be your delt. Right there, yeah. Of course, this guy, I was doing a big, last drawing, I was doing a big guy. So this guy, he's like skinny to me. I'm like, why is he so skinny? It's like drawing women or drawing men, and then you try to draw a woman, and then the woman turns out like a man. It's like, why is she looking like a man? It's just, yeah. You're used to doing one thing. When you change up real quick, it's hard. It's different. It's like if I do children, the children would be muscular. Yeah. All right, so let's get some detail into this and then bring this video to a close. So this chest has got a curve right about here, because when you bring your arm around, you're pushing against that chest, the chest muscle. That one's here, and this kind of goes right up into that piece. You can have a little bit of indentation, and this goes all the way back. We got your rib cage right here, and I would have just a little bit going back, and then coming out right here. A little bit of the meat, as I like to call it, going out right there. Crotch is here. This would be there. You'd probably see some buttocks coming up under here, which I'm not trying to really get that flamboyant on. Flamboyant. Because if, like I say, if you're dressing your character, if you're going to use this for your character, a lot of this you won't see. But I like to put the muscles in there for me, because I said on another video, a lot of times when you go and you like go to Patreon and you look at some of these drawings or these nice rough action poses, they usually tend to leave out body parts to make it look good. So when you draw it, when you get more realistic or you try to better yourself, you'll see, oh, where's his hips at? Where's his, oh, that can't turn like that, or he left this out. So that's something I had to kind of teach myself to see. And I'm still learning. You know, at my age, I'm still learning. I want to be able to, I should be able, I kick myself sometimes. I'm like, you're 63. You should have been, doing a lot better in life. As far as drawing, not physically or financially, just in drawing. So I'm going to bring this around. So I'm going to put the knee here. And then replace all of this. Just wanted to raise that knee up. The way I just drew the muscles, it was like the knee was not, that leg was not raised up. So I'm not changing anything else, just bringing everything up more. And I could readjust that foot, but like I say, like I like to say, for the sake of time, video time. That's terrible, Brian. I also said I had to do better. You guys, you give your time to look at me and the way I do stuff. You're giving up your time to give it to me. So yeah, I need to do better. I said, draw more detail, inform them, show them what's going on, more what's going on in drawing. So I want to bring that head down. Or do I want to leave it up? Let's bring it down and see what we got. You had it down. Just bring it down more. And that determines a lot, gives a lot more action to your drawing, your head position, as in lowering and raising. Lowering. It's like synthesizer. That's something in the word I can't say 2-3 times. Synthesizer. So the neck is going to go back here, and the trap is going to go back there. You won't see that because it's back here. What is all of this? It's a mess. So let me look at the monitor, because I need to look at the monitor. He's a little long for me, because I started from the up, down. So you just have a long character. He's long because his leg is long. And I said it before and I'll say it again. If the lessons get too long, then I will cut them and I will put them on the Patreon channel, because I know time, for a lot of people, time is a precious thing. So I don't want to ramble when you guys have things to do. But if you take the time and you tune in to Patreon, it tells me that you are willing to go to the whole thing and learn. Bringing that leg up, that foot up, it was just at a bad angle. And see, when I nitpick like this, then that's where time goes. And if you have trouble with a knee, just do this right here, the connections. Just do this little eyeball looking thing, or what do you call those, the knee pad, this V, that's all it is. And then just round it off or square it off right here. And then you should have a nice knee placement. And then you do the little piece of diamond, because your knee is more of the emerald. All right, so other than that foot kind of being off, I like that looking into the thing again. I shortened him, which is good. This arm and his back. Now see, I'm nitpicking now. This is where time goes. I could actually shorten the arm a little bit more. To about right there, and I think I will. Because I said I need to do better with you guys. You guys entrust me with your time. So I'm going to make sure I'm not really wasting it by just throwing some crap out there. And there were times, I'm not going to lie, there were times, and I looked at that stuff and I'm like, why did you do that? Again, there's your hand. Like that. And detailing it, you bring this one finger out more, and these other ones go down. This one goes out, and the rest of them can go down and back. As I said, you can add an extra little lump right there to show that he's holding something. I don't know what that something is, kind of a staff. That could be a, no, let's do this. I haven't really done that. 3-sectional staff. So this would have to go out and in. Once you do something like that, they go out. Instead of just straight up, they would have to go out and back. That way, it shows that something is in that hand, and this is going around to hold it. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? Something was blocking me, so I couldn't see it. I have all these little numbers and stuff when I'm recording. Am I still recording? Good. So I couldn't see it. So we have this. We're going to have that. Okay, so we have the string here. We're going to have, well, it's going to be a fake 3-sectional staff. Because if I'm not mistaken, they are not that long in between. But this is comics, so I can do what I want to do. And then we're going to have this one go here. Which means all I would have to do is just change the fingers to fit that. I'd bring this down more. I know, it's like all these lines. So we have this. Come on, Brian. Do right. And it's the only bad part about the red pencil. You get too many lines, it's hard to erase. So this one finger here, other finger here. Here's 4 fingers, Brian. 2, 3, 4. So you bring that one out. Getting detailed now. Bring this one out, and then you can have just a little pieces underneath that's holding it. Like that. Just make sure the hands don't get too big. So, with whatever time I used, or you gave me, and you continue to watch, I want to thank you. This is what I was trying to get rid of this. I was like, no, that's part of the staff, and I forgot what I was doing. Thank you for watching, giving me your time and your effort, and trusting me to make you guys better artists. And whenever I do something, I'm going to finish it somehow. And either if I don't put it in my character design book, which I'm working on now, I'm going to put it on my Patreon channel. I'm going to ink all these guys, at least ink them so that you can see, you know, the detail of it and correct whatever mistakes. So yeah, if you go to the Patreon channel, you know, whenever, you can see what I'm doing or what I have done with these guys, these characters, drawings. I'm rambling. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll clean this up a little bit more, and this will be the thumbnail. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.